Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So it's been a little while since I've done one of these day in the lifestyle videos. You guys have been requesting it, wanting updates. In the previous day in the life episode, I believe I was just going in for a trial. I'd been showing you how I was preparing for that, but let me just catch you up really quick. So a lot has changed. As I said, I was going for my trials. So talking about how the trials went, I did get offered a contract with the team here in England. Also, I had an opportunity to go over to Sweden and play for a third division team. It's hard to compare really, because third division Sweden compared to maybe like a fifth or sixth division in England, it's hard to really compare because England's so competitive. So I'm not sure what the level would be like over there. But nevertheless, I had my decision made for me. I was kind of thinking, what should I do? So for some of you guys who might not know, I'm actually married to an American woman, and as you know, if you live in another country, you need a visa to live there. Little did I know that because I just applied for my American visa the previous year, and when you first apply for your visa in the US, they give you 3 years probation on your visa to make sure you're actually going to be using it. So they want to know that you're living inside the country and things like that. And we didn't know this at the time because we thought if you apply for your visa, that's just permanent, we can move back and forth, but it's a lot more complicated than that. So we are actually going to be going back to the US to make sure I'm fulfilling all my requirements and keeping my visa healthy, I guess. So I'm going back. I'm already set up with my football contract out there. I'm going to be playing full time, which is really good. I'll talk more about that later on because we've still got stuff to work on right now and focus on. To update you what else we've been doing in the meantime, because we did find out about that pretty early on, maybe 2 months ago, that we were going to have to go back to the US. We've just been really enjoying our time here. I've been training every day still, and we've been doing some traveling and things like that. And actually, I've also been playing some futsal. So if you guys saw the video I did with Blaze Gap when we were talking about futsal and all the differences and similarities between futsal and football, and how maybe playing futsal can help you as a footballer, so I was intrigued to give it a go. And there's a team near where I live here in the UK, in Loughborough Futsal Club, who play in the Super League, which is the highest level of futsal here in England. Futsal's still quite a growing sport here, but that's the highest level, and I wanted to see if I could play at that level. I wanted to see what the competition's like. So I went for a trial with Loughborough Futsal Club, and they ended up keeping me on through pre-season. Offered me to play throughout the whole season, but obviously I can't. But it's been really, really good. Got some really cool experiences out of it. And one really cool thing that I did get to experience during pre-season, I actually got to play against the England national team development squad. And these are guys who are going to be playing in the World Cup in a few years. And that was actually my first ever futsal game. So talk about getting thrown in the deep end. And in fact, I do have some footage from that game, which I'm actually going to show you right now and do kind of a mini match analysis. Unfortunately, the guy who was recording with the camera, somehow the first half didn't get recorded. I don't know if he didn't press the button or if the footage got kind of corrupt or something, but I only have the second half footage. Let's just get right into the match analysis, and I'll kind of talk you through everything, every touch that I took and things like that. So let's go. So here we are at St George's Park, which is the home of the England national futsal team, but also the training facility of the England national 11-a-side team as well. We are up 2-1 at this point. This is the second half. I did get 1 goal and 1 assist in the first half. Unlucky not to get the footage from that. Would have loved to have shown you, but there's still some action from the second half to be shown. And a lot of these tips I'm going to share with you do apply to 11-a-side players as well. So even if you're not a futsal player, there's some tips to learn from this match analysis. So as you can see, just coming on as a substitute in the second half, just watching my movements here, I'm just going into the pockets of space trying to receive that ball, and even when I don't receive it, I'm just getting into a new space so that I'm always an option. A little bit of luck here, but the ball spills to me, and this is my first touch of the second half, and lucky for me it ends up in a goal. So the two players competing for it, it spills into the middle, I'm just reacting instinctively, hooking the ball behind my leg, and lucky for me it goes through the goalie's legs, and we're up 3-1. So not a bad way to start the second half. Next play here, just watch my body language, quick check away, and then I'm darting into the space to receive that ball. That little checking away movement just gives you an extra fraction of a second to relieve some pressure when you do receive the ball. So very applicable for 11-a-side players. Then just getting to a new space. We turn the ball over but win it back very quickly. I'm getting closed down very fast, so I play a diagonal ball. We almost score from this counter-attack, but they defended really well. They actually won a foul there. So this next play, we do score from this. However, even though I don't touch the ball, I do contribute in a way It's hard to see straight away, but I'll show you in a slowed down version. Our player does really well to score from that tight angle. Nice goal from us, but let's have a look at it slowed down and I'll show you how I made an unselfish run to help out a teammate. So as I check into the middle, I drag the player with me. I have no intention of receiving the ball, but I'm opening up that space down the line so that when my teammate receives it, he has more time and space, but he does excellent with that finish, and I can't take any credit for that one. So now we're up 4-1 at this point. Next play here, I'm just checking into the middle, receiving the ball, looking for a pass, haven't got one on, so I'm just throwing in a couple of body feints to shake off that defender and playing a nice easy ball to maintain possession for my team. Next play here, I'm at the back, I intercept this pass, and luckily for me, it actually goes straight back to their player. We actually win the ball back pretty quickly here. Comes to me, we're on a quick counter, I play a first time ball over the top, and my teammate there does really well and ends up finishing it off. So that's another assist for me, which could look good. However, if we slow this down, I actually made two very big mistakes, so I was lucky this time. So I intercept the ball, goes back to their player as we've already seen, but I don't track my runner, and if that player on the ball spotted that run, that would have been an easy back post tap-in. Play goes on, I play the first time ball, but look at this, my body language. I should be darting towards that back post for an easy tap-in. However, my player does really well. So it worked out this time, but on another occasion, might not have. And that's the final buzzer. So we end up winning 5-1, and it was a fantastic experience. So I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of match footage there and then seeing a bit of futsal. So futsal is a lot different. If you think about it, because the court is so small, basically every time you get the ball, it's like you're in the final third of an 11-a-side match, because it's just how can we put a combination together to get to the goal. And on the flip side, when you're defending, it's like you're defending that final third as well. So it's always very 100% intensity. That's why you're only on the pitch for 3 or 4 minutes. Quick subs, quick rotations, because you need to be physically 100% the whole time, sprinting everywhere, but also mentally switched on as well. And you can only really maintain that for so long. So it's very quick intervals. You have to be very focused, which is great, because when I take this into football now, and football is going to be at a different pace, sometimes it is 100% intensity, sometimes you're taking it down, slowing the game down and things like that. So this is going to really help me with my tactics, my sharpness, my footwork, moving quickly, making quick runs, and my attacking. So in terms of how I performed overall, it's difficult to say. Obviously I got 2 goals, 2 assists. We won 5-1, so I contributed to the win. 2 goals, 2 assists in a 11-a-side match, that's amazing. Like, you've had a really good game. In futsal, and as a pivot, the position I was playing, when you're playing in that central position, trying to pull the strings, make things happen, I would say that's a pretty normal performance. So a pivot is kind of expected to get those goals and assists. So I did okay, I did my job, but obviously I enjoyed it, and what a cool experience nonetheless. And with the England manager watching, I don't know if I mentioned that, the England first team manager was watching from the futsal team. So you never know what these kind of opportunities can lead to. And even if they don't, just the experience in itself is something that I'll always remember. You know, not many people get to play against their national team in any sport. So I'm very lucky I got the opportunity to do that. Today, I'm actually playing in an 11-a-side football match. Quick backstory on how that happened. Jack, the goalkeeper who I've made some videos with, I made my last video with him on the Iron Robin signature move, Jack Forster. He has a football team, and it's actually the team that we played on their pitch in the last video, Ravenstone. And they play in just like a Saturday league, local league here in Leicestershire. And he just said to me last night, because I was going to come and watch his game anyway, and he's like, why don't you play? The manager would love to have you play. At the end of the day, I love playing football, and if there's an opportunity to play, I'm not going to turn it down. Even though the standard's not going to be very high, and especially at this level, it can be quite risky. Some of the tackles aren't the best. Just kind of hoping I don't get injured today or anything like that, but it would be good to get a few touches on the ball, get a nice run out, get my boots together and things, then we'll get over there. And I'm kind of looking forward to playing an 11-side match. So let's go. So just picking my boots. A lot of people ask for a boot collection video, so this is the closest you're going to get to it. So this is what I have in stock. So I've got original F50 Addy Zeros. Such nice boots. Don't know if I'm going to wear those today. These are my favourite boots at the minute, the X18 Plus, but I'm definitely not going to wear these today because that's just asking to get two-footed. These will just get absolutely filthy because the pitch is going to be quite soggy. It's been raining the last few days. These could be a good option because they're easy to clean, even though they are white boots, but I think I'm just going to go with the black Vapors today. Oh, forgot to mention I do have Phantom Visions too. And they are black, but just this material, if it gets mud in there, that's going to be a nightmare to clean. So it is the Vapors. Done deal. Let's go. Oh, mate.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
Alright, how are you? You good?
Ready for today? Yeah, you?
Massively.
How's work?
Not fun. A lot.
I was just saying to Jack, and he seconded me on not picking the X18 Plus, especially because this isn't a team I play for, so good chance I'll be probably coming off the bench. Yeah, you don't want to be coming off the bench in bright banana boots, do you? Really?
No.
It's going to be good playing together for the first time since probably 2009?
9 years it's been.
Something like that? Yeah.
9 years since we played on the same team.
9 years since we played on the same team, which... that's ridiculous, isn't it? That's like, we've got my biggest fan here to support. Hopefully she'll catch a few clips. Jack's actually sent me over some videos to get my approval if they're any good and that, and he's got a few really good ones coming out over the next few weeks for you goalies. Stuff that I wouldn't even have thought of, you know, how to wash your gloves, how to take care of them and things like that. So it's really, really good stuff, and he's put out a video this past weekend.
Yep.
Just put out another one, so that's the second video, and then another one he's going to be uploading weekly, so make sure you check him out.
Hopefully Thursdays.
Thursdays?
Planning for Thursdays.
Alright, you've
Once
said
a week
it now.
on Thursdays, that's it.
You've said
the
it now.
schedule's
So
set. I'm in.
Thursdays every week, you're going to get a new upload from JTS Goalkeeper. What's the TS?
It is my middle names.
Oh, is it?
So Jack Thomas Stanley. Yeah.
There you go.
And it just fits.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
JTS. Sounds good. But yeah, anyway, we're just going to get to the pitch now. We'll get warmed up, and maybe the next clip you'll see of us is actually on the pitch. So hopefully it's a good game. Let's go. All right, it is post-match. Hey? What do we reckon, Jack?
Awful. Positives to take. Positives to take. We did play some good football.
Yeah. So the final score was 2-1 then.
Yeah.
We were 2-0 down by half-time. Sweaty goal for the first one. We get the
like
ball away
FIFA.
at the back, and then
Like
someone
FIFA.
just passed it across, and obviously Jack's going to cover his near post, and someone's waiting at having a cup of tea at the back post. Easy goal. And then second goal was a free header, and the lad connected well on the header. No one marked him. Literally like an inch below the crossbar. Nothing any goalie's going to do about that. That's
I'd
literally...
like to see Buffon get anywhere near that, to be honest with you.
And then we had some chances. Did pull one back. I thankfully got the assist, so
Fantastic
it helps out a
assist.
little bit. It's playing on the left wing. Would have liked to do a bit more damage, but couldn't always get the ball out there, can we?
No.
Like on a wet day like this, it's not always easy.
We
But
kept trying to force it through the middle as well. Didn't use it to our advantage enough.
you know what? It was good. Good to play together at least,
Yeah,
wasn't
brilliant.
it? Yeah, it was quality. So
Brings
I'm
back
sure
a lot of old memories.
it does, mate. It does. It was fun either way. Good run out. But yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
We can't get any closer.